Hey, this is Brett the Hitman Hart, the best there is, best there was, and the best there ever will be. And you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to The Rewind. It's that show RN and I do every week. We take a look back at the latest week in wrestling, give our thoughts on it. This week, however, we're looking forward. It's AEW Dynasty this weekend, AEW's newest pay-per-view to their ever-expanding annual lineup of shows. RN, how you doing tonight, man?
Doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. Excited to talk about this. I hate they went to Sundays. Like, I know why they did it, but like, I wish they would stayed on Saturdays. But
they can't compete with themselves, man. They can't be doing a show and Collision at the same time, you know. Speaking of Collision, we're gonna get like a 3 hours of wrestling. I think they're gonna do Collision and Rampage back to back this Saturday. I always forget whenever they do that. By the way, oh man,
Collision the last couple weeks hasn't been that bad.
Yeah, it's just in that blind spot of watching television like Saturday. Yeah, man, you were right. You were right. It's so hard. I get home, I don't even think about it. It's literally watching Dynamite where they show highlights from Collision, and that I remember like, oh yeah, that's a show that happens every weekend.
Well, you know me, I was actually watching it after I talked all that shit, but then like after CM Punk and all that shit, like it fell off. I mean, it really did.
Yeah, I was right there with you. I watched a couple of the episodes and I was like, oh shoot, this actually is really good. And for the moment, like you said, when CM Punk was there, it was like, oh, this might potentially be a better show than Dynamite or turn into a better one.
It was for a long time, especially because he started basing everything around FTR and Jay White. He was finally getting some shine and like being positioned as a star. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
he hasn't been right. He hasn't been booked right since CM Punk left. Honestly.
Yeah. Hey, Noob, what's up, man? Chatting with us over on YouTube today, Noob. That's
what's up,
new.
Noob?
What's up, man? Longtime friend of the show. Yeah. I will say this though. It's the pay-per-view Dynasty snuck up on us. We're still, basking in the glow of WrestleMania and how great that went over. But I'm ready for a new show. I'm ready for something exciting. I'm hoping it washes the stank away that was Tony Khan airing the, honestly uncontroversial backstage footage of CM Punk pie-facing Jungle Boy.
Yeah, they act like it was a fucking knockdown, drag-out brawl and shit. It was like one punch throw.
I mean, if anybody is capitalizing off of it, it's actually Jungle Boy. Apparently, the word is merch is selling really good over in New Japan.
Out.
Yeah, man.
Sold out.
What's up? What's up, Tony? Tim? Anthony?
Tim Hortons?
Tim? Is it Tim? I'm gonna get to the point now where I don't know if I'm joking with him or not. What's up, man?
I'm already at that point. We made so many jokes about it, I really can't remember now. If it's Tim or Tommy.
Is it Tommy? Is it Tim?
Is it Tommy? Timmy Tom. We got to get him on the show after we've been making fun of him and butchering his shit this long. Listen, next week you figure it out. You get your shit set up. We'll send you the fucking link. You have to come on the show, bro. You have to.
For anybody, go check out Tommy. Drop your Facebook handle here in the chat. I see you doing your live streams while you're DJing. For you guys, just check out the Twitch chat. Twitch.tv/SmackDraw. I'll drop Tommy's name here in a moment, where you can go watch him. He does he DJs live on internet. I've tuned in a couple times. It's pretty good. It's a lot of fun. He says he'll
Tommy,
be here.
We make music, bro. Look up Mean Jelly Bean Productions on YouTube, bro. We should link.
Yeah, for sure. Get up with RN. He's got some hilarious stuff. It's you and Adam are prestige worldwide. It's essentially the best way to describe you guys.
Oh, don't forget, you will be in a video when we come down, too. Just tell them that now.
Dude, I'm fucking ready, man. You made me like some fat slob. I'll even do like I'll shave the top part. I'll just go full on. Like I'll let the sides grow out.
Oh no!
I'll do what's his name from The Office.
Kevin.
Kevin. I'll go full Kevin, bro.
We can't make you shave your face. You can't ever shave the beard.
No, I did it once, or the last time I did it. It was I remember.
And I'm sure your wife would appreciate us not shaving it too.
Everybody would appreciate it if I didn't shave that shit again, man.
No, I'm being serious, Tommy. The next Thursday, 9:30, bro. You're getting on the fucking show. You have to.
Yeah, man. Speaking of the show, you guys, we normally go live on Thursday nights, 9:30. My internet went out last night. There's a big storm rolling through the country right now. We're about to get like rain for the next 3 days here in North Carolina. But you check us out live, twitch.tv/SmackDraw or youtube.com/SmackDraw podcast, where the show goes up afterwards. Also, we're over on Twitter too, at SmackDraw Pod. RN's keeping the handle alive over there, and you can actually see all of our previous broadcasts on any of those 3 platforms if you ever miss a live one. But yeah, man, AEW Dynasty RN hype level. Where are we at with this show?
I'm at like a 7 or 8 because it's got some bomb ass matches I'm looking forward to. Like, I mean, literally pretty much every match, honestly, besides the fucking 19 6-man tags. But other than that, the singles matches are all going to be fucking fire.
Well, you and I are a broken record at this point when it comes to AEW pay-per-views. Not much hype story-wise going in, but then when you're actually watching the show, it tends to over-deliver. Of course, last pay-per-view, AEW Revolution, yours truly was there. The whole story around that one was Sting's retirement, which that was one of the highest emotional points in professional wresling in recent memory for me.
And I actually think this is a good thing for them, having a pay-per-view this soon after all that other shit, because it's going to literally wash. Hopefully. People are going to forget about, especially the Ospreay Danielson match, and if the main event, well, it's not even the main event, Joe and Swerve, but these matches will erase all that shit away and make us forget about it. Hopefully,
that's man. That's all we got to do is I've said this. The formula. The formula is simple for AEW to get its fans back and to get back in the good graces. Of course, right now, WWE is molten hot as far as everything goes. The public perception hasn't been as high of WWE, I think, in decades.
At least.
Yeah, but that isn't an excuse to hate on AEW. AEW still is quality TV, and of course, above all else, quality professional wrestling. And the formula is simple, man. Just consistent, decent booking. That's it. Like just keep your foot out your mouth. Put on good shows week in and week out. And that's really all there is to it.
I just shut the fuck up, bro. Like, leave WWE alone, leave everything alone. Just focus on y'all. Like, you barely got stories and shit anyway. So focus on what you got and focus on the wrestling and just be you.
Stop airing your Twitter grievances out in your broadcast. That's all.
Right.
That's really it, man. It's disjointed and kind of gross. But anyways, I'm like 2 more comments away from sounding like an AEW hater, which is not in character for me. So let's kick this thing off, man. Let's go ahead, dive into some of these matches. We're gonna kick it off with the only kickoff match that I'm aware of, which is Bullet Club Gold versus the Acclaimed for unifying the Ring of Honor 6-man title and the AEW Trios title. RN, who do you got?
I honestly could give 2 fucks about this match. They have, like, I don't know how many times we gotta say, like, they have, like, I don't know what they were thinking with the Acclaim. Like, they just fucking just blew all that heat and fire and passion that the fans had for them. Blew it on some titles that they never really defended. That didn't really mean shit. Like, like I said, they just have no idea how to book people of color once it gets past the part where they have to actually book them and they're not organically growing on their own. They always shit the bed on it. So, I mean, it just is what it is. And Bullet Club Gold is probably going to win this, I would imagine.
Yeah. That's actually who I'm going with, too, I'm going with Bullet Club Gold in this. I think it's a little bit of a toss-up between the two, but the momentum is picking up for Bullet Club Gold, while, like you said, we are severely cooled off and a ways away from the heights of the popularity of what the Acclaimed used to garnish. Yeah, so I'm going to go with Bullet Club Gold. I think that's all that makes sense. I don't think it's too close, but I think we're starting to work towards like the Acclaimed even breaking up potentially, which I hope is not the case, but I think that might be the direction we're going. I don't think it's going to have more belts anyways in AEW. We should do this. We should just unified titles every pay-per-view until we're down to like
it's your internet or mine, but it froze up for a hot second.
Yeah, it's mine. It's mine.
Okay.
It's that storm rolling through.
Yeah.
But yeah, in case y'all didn't get that, I think Bullet Club's Gold's getting it. They're unifying those belts, and I think AEW should actually like unify a belt at every pay-per-view for the next like year and a half straight.
And the thing about what you're saying too, a Bullet Club, like this is one of a major gripe that I have with AEW that's kind of jumped over everything. Like how many fucking they used to be friends, now they're enemies, feuds and storylines do we have to fucking have?
Yeah. Well, that's just I mean that's a classic in professional wrestling, anyways, man.
Yeah, yeah, but not every feud you have for the most part is that.
Sorry.
Look at this card. Look at this card. There's probably two or three on this card.
We'll run them down. All right, man. Next match. Young Bucks, FTR, 4. I think this is their fourth match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. I think, RN, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they slated this one is a ladder match.
I can't remember. I think so. I can't remember either, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's a ladder match. I'll kick this one off. This is probably one of the matches. Let me look over these. This is probably one of the matches I am the most confident in. And I believe, without a shadow of a doubt, the Young Bucks are walking away with those belts.
They have
yeah, everything they've done with their characters as of late, they'd look like even more big of goofs if they didn't win. I think honestly, I hate to say it, I think they like need to win.
Yes, they do. Thank you.
Yeah. Although it's, I mean, let's be fair. Like this one probably has like, for me personally, like the least amount of hype going into it between these two teams. Normally, you hear Young Bucks and FTR, and it's like instant match of the year. Like alarms start going off in your head, and this one's kind of like not really there for me. But I know once we watch the match, it's gonna be incredible. And I got the Young Bucks.
Right. For me, this is the first time where no one can complain about them winning the titles. They need to have the titles. It goes in everything with the Elite and the Young Bucks. They deserve it. And I'm finally seeing people coming around seeing that they are geniuses. They reinvent themselves all the fucking time, how they come back as heels and what they do. Like, this is their best work that they've done to me. And it's finally playing into everything that they said back, everything people have been saying about them since they started a fucking company. Oh, they make themselves win. Oh, they run everything. Oh, they're doing this, they're doing that. And I'm so glad that they fucking leaned into it because it's fucking magic. Coming to the ring and wrestling in those vests and shit, bro, like, come on. Come on, man. And I'm sorry, nobody wants another boring-ass FTR run, bro. I'm sorry.
I will say that, you know what, I'll extend my olive branch. FTR as world champs. Don't do it too much for me.
No.
I do. I think they're just like one of the classic cases where they're a lot more entertaining chasing the belts.
I don't think they're entertaining at all.
You've made that apparent.
And not in the ring. Like, they are in the ring. They are by far top 2 or 3 tag teams in the ring. But like their presentation and shit, they're like nothing about them is entertaining to me. Like, honestly, like I'm sorry. Like,
I think Dax, when he is really impassioned,
no.
like when you talked about his daughter and stuff.
No.
I love that, man. I love the whole line. Fight like a 10-year-old girl, I think is what it was. Oh man, that was pretty dope.
But that's all they do, bro. That's my, like, you're right. Like that promo was fire, but all their promos are the same. Like, there's nothing different. It's always we're gonna do whatever we got to do. We're gonna be the best tag team. Like, it's literally the same shit for the past 5 years.
Yeah, Noob brings up an interesting thing. He says he doesn't know who's winning. He believes probably going to be the Bucks. He thinks that Jack Perry, the scapegoat, is returning to screw over FTR. That's who we were talking about earlier.
I think they should, but they don't capitalize on anybody when they're scorching red hot. So they'll probably do it at the next pay-per-view instead.
Hey, who knows? Who knows? Jack Perry's not even on my radar. I hope when he comes back, it's entertaining. I will say that. All right,
and he's jacked. Like he's been working out, putting in some work in the gym. Man. I'm being serious. He looks like a completely different person, bro. And that whatever he's doing over there, whatever the Japanese motherfuckers gave him, that sushi or whatever the fuck it is, some raw squid or something. I don't fucking know. His aura and everything feels different.
Yeah. Will says you're breaking his heart. You know Will's a huge FTR fan, country boy.
And like I said, it's not their in-ring work is phenomenal. I just don't like them from the back to the ring. Everything they do in the ring, I love, but everything else, it's boring as fuck.
I got you. I think they were part of the first 5-star match Meltzer gave WWE in decades at that point. Them
it was them and DIY,
Alpha,
I'm pretty sure.
DIY or Alpha Academy, I think.
Yeah, one of the two, yeah.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Julia Hart taking on Willow Nightingale. They've had this interesting back and forth where you got Julia turn the lights off a lot for Willow's matches and oddly enough for Edge. And somewhere in this all, Mercedes is waiting in the wings way too long. By the way, and I forgot. By the way, I'm gonna come out and say it. And I don't think I'm really in that small of a demographic here, but dude, Mercedes on the mic is nails on a chalkboard to me, and she wasn't Sasha Banks too. That's the thing. I remember that about her as Sasha Banks, but God, dude, I think I got 30 seconds into her promo in Dynamite, and I was just fast forwarding it. I don't know why, but it's like nails on the chalkboard. Her delivery. I don't know if it's what she's given, if it's her delivery, whatever.
It's all the above, but we keep forgetting Sasha Banks on the mic is not what we loved.
No, it's her in the ring.
And
she's masterful in the ring.
AEW does not know how to book these stars, bro.
Well,
they always do.
I don't know if we can blame them in this one because
you just said
she probably ain't trying to wrestle that much. She might have X amount of dates or something.
I get that, but even you just said it. Waiting in the wings way too long.
Yeah. No, it is going to be entirely too long before we get her wrestling. But anyways, I wholeheartedly believe we're working towards Mercedes avenging her loss to Willow from New Japan or Stardom, wherever that was. So I think this is one of the biggest locks I feel is Willow is winning that TBS title.
Yes, and it's two birds with one stone. You finally get Sasha wrestling, and she gets the title.
Yeah. Also, Statlander's the one that's jumping Sasha, but behind the scenes, I'm just guaranteed it's Statlander. Jacob, what's up, Jacob? First time guy chatting with us, man. He says Julia Hart is winning this. Jacob, I ain't gonna lie. That's who I would prefer to win because I
never got behind Willow that much either. She's all right. She's dope in the ring, but
when she was on the rise facing off against Jade Cargill, there was a brief period where I was like, "Oh, Willow should be the one to dethrone Jade."
Yeah.
Because I thought she would become the ultimate babyface, almost like AEW's Bayley.
Bayley. I literally was just about to say that.
Yeah. But that moment has long since passed.
Again.
Although Malcolm Bivens is his name, right? Her partnership with him, I love him. That's my favorite part. Is his delivery. Noob says Julia is winning, and she'll lose the TBS title to Mercedes at Double or Nothing in May. Oh, so we're just not even going to follow up with Willow. Willow will just fuck off. Who cares that she beat Sasha?
In a perfect world, that's what should happen, but it's not. They're going.
They're going to have Will. They're gonna. Yeah,
it's definitely Willow.
I will say this. I will say this. I will be way more forgiving of Mercedes if you just, dude, she's already like sounds like a complete heel. Like, can we just quietly just turn her heel, kind of like what they did with Bryan Danielson when he came over. Right. He was like, "Hey, I never said I was a good guy. I just didn't do any like dickheadish things at first." You know what I mean?
Again, everyone knows Sasha Banks is best as a heel.
Yeah, fucking dude, this babyface shit is just never works with that chick. All right, let's move on. Oh man, match of the night, calling it right here. Will Ospreay, Bryan Danielson. Anybody who doesn't,
you said that like that was like a hot take, bro.
Hey, no, come on, no, it's a hot take, steaming hot. I know no one else is predicting
match of the year. This is gonna be match of the year. I've been telling y'all about Ospreay. How long ago I've been telling you about this?
You've been a long time, man, long time. I was like, I don't know who that Willard guy is, but I was like, I'll give him a chance whenever he comes stateside. He's been pretty fun to watch, man. He's been pretty fun.
And everybody's like, not hesitant, but like everybody, like the one thing they'll bring up is like the clash of styles. Like, I guess no one ever saw him versus Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah, I'm not in that camp. I know that Will Ospreay is essentially capable of doing any type of match.
Any type of match.
Yeah, and yeah, it's. But I mean, you have to create the intrigue. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got to create like the story going in.
He's my favorite wrestler right now. So I mean, I'm there. I mean,
yeah, I love his presentation, man.
Yeah,
he probably has in AEW right now. He probably has the best, arguably the best entrance in AEW at the moment, and he can right out the gate. Like, yeah, it's fucking
fantastic. Sounds like a fucking video game when it first starts and shit, bro. Yeah, fire.
Dude, when he came out at Revolution, I heard the crowd trying to time like the Ospreay chant. Mm-hmm. You know, like it was like we were like, oh wait, when are you supposed to do this? Luckily, he gives you a second chance. Yeah. So, anyways, sound like a fucking idiot. Who do you got winning this match?
Ospreay, come on, bro.
Ospreay. And I don't know. You think? Yeah, I mean, you can't have him lose already, right?
I mean, not even that. You know, Daniel Bryan doesn't win big matches.
His last year, he wants to put guys over. You think? Just like all the
not even classic. Just that. Just throughout his whole career, he never wins the big match besides WrestleMania.
Besides 30, well, he won the Intercontinental title too.
He never wins the big match.
Yeah.
Not just title matches, just like how many times did he lose to Okada?
Well, I mean, come on, man. Guy's arm and his face broken back to back. So, yeah, it's Ospreay winning this.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't feel as confident as I do in some other matches, but yeah, I feel you on Ospreay. It's gonna be phenomenal.
This is probably one of the only matches I do feel 100% confident.
I hope it sets up a series because the Don Callis family's gotten involved in stuff, and I hope it sets up a series. I really do. Let's move on. We're burning through these. House of Black taking on Eddie Kingston, Mark Briscoe, and Eddie Kingston. I've got it written down twice. It's supposed to be Adam Copeland. Hold on.
Yeah.
Fucking Bleacher Report. I just copy and pasted the matches from Bleacher Report. Blame them. All right? Don't blame me. But yeah. Adam Copeland, Eddie Kingston, and Mark Briscoe, all battered and beaten up from Brody King lately. Malachi Black's in there too. Dude, you know, honestly, like I haven't really, unless is Malachi and fuck, dude, come on, help me out.
Adam Copeland.
No. The other member of
Buddy Murphy.
Buddy Murphy, thank you. Have they been on Collision? Because I've only watched Dynamite. I haven't seen them. I only see Brody.
I don't even remember now, honestly.
Yeah.
Drawing a blank.
Well, anyways, they've been beating the piss out of Adam Copeland for the last couple of weeks. Yeah. And then, of course, Briscoe and Kingston beat the hell out of each other. So you got this team of old bastards that are all beat up, taking on what is supposed to be one of the most dominant trios in all of AEW. You would hope that House of Black wins, but RN, do you think that they will?
No, I don't. And honestly, all three of those dudes are champs too, so they should give it to House of Black just based off that alone to build more intrigue about them going into the title matches. But I don't.
Damn.
I just don't see it.
Copeland, Kingston, and Briscoe are winning according to Noob. Noob just on the opposite side of of Smacked Raw tonight. Which is good. It was good. At least we have somebody, because I hate it whenever I like line up with URN all night long. In this case, you know what? I'm going to go with my heart on this pick, and I'm going to go with House of Black. I'm going to say House of Black is getting this. I'm so unconfident in this match. But logically, they should win. And then, of course, we should get Malachi taking that belt off of Copeland, because it seems like Christian is nowhere to be found right now, and they're just kind of putting Edge and Christian on hold for a while.
They should put it on hold for Wembley or whatever, for real.
Yeah, man. Oh, that would be good. And they reunite as like a heel tag team at the end too.
Yeah, no, I want to say the House of Blacks win. I mean, again, all these dudes that everybody was talking about, they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that in AEW, like, and they have not done shit.
Yeah, Malachi's like one of the top names. Like him and Keith Lee. Yeah. Were like the two biggest ones where we were just like, oh fuck, finally somebody's gonna take advantage, because they were like also like arguably at the peak of their popularity when they came over, because people were obviously, granted they weren't on the top of the the card, because they never would have left WWE, but while every single week that WWE misused them, you had the crowd was so vocal about they deserve better. And that's when AEW like swooped in, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, AEW is going to treat them better, and they're going to be world champs." And neither of them.
We said that on this show about both of them, literally.
And neither of them. Although I will give it a Keith Lee. Well, they've both held gold, although be it the trios and tag titles, and also for very brief periods. But expected so much more. Next up, Okada versus Pac for the Continental Championship. RN, try to convince me that Pac even has a chance of beating Okada. Oh,
but this is going to be a banger, too. This is going to be right up there with Ospreay and Danielson, for sure.
I think this is a sleeper hit. Although, I think not so much that people don't expect it to be good, but it's just overshadowed by a couple of the other big matches.
And a lot of that is because most people aren't as up-to-date on Okada as they should be. Like, he's literally John Cena in Japan. Like,
yeah.
More like The Rock. The Rock or John Cena. Either way you could go. Like, he's been the top guy, arguably the last 10, 15, 12
That'd
years.
be Cena. Rock was only top guy for like 3 or 4 years, just like Stone Cold. It was very brief periods.
I mean, I'd say he's more like Cena. Like, and he's won everything. He's won their championship numerous times, won G1 and all that shit, everything. Like, I think if more people realize like how big he really is and like what he really represents, I think it would be a lot. I think people would look at these matches different, but it's going to be a fucking show. Like, he's going to surprise a bunch of people. A lot of AEW fans are going to be trying to figure out what's up with New Japan World after they see this match for real.
Hope so. New Japan does need to get some shine out of all of these AEW acquisitions and everything. Just AEW coming, swooping in and taking up their roster. This one... Sorry, Allison... said her screen froze. I just caught Alice's message. Screen froze and my face looked all like fucked up. This match I am, dare I say, the most confident in. It's just if Okada were to lose this match, this would stir up another internet shitstorm. Of how horrible of a decision it was on him, like for him to come to AEW. I mean, you already have people saying that, anyways. But
because it's true.
Yeah. But, dude, it would. Yeah, people would lose their fucking minds, man, if Okada loses anything before he gets his hand like on a world title. To be honest with you. Next match, Kyle O'Reilly versus Roderick Strong. These guys have been feuding over on Collision, so I've missed most of it, but Kyle O'Reilly has come back. He's on a winning streak. Of course, Roderick Strong just won the international championship off of Orange Cassidy in a fantastic match.
We didn't see the outcome of that coming.
Hell no. Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
I'll kick this one off. O'Reilly's on a good winning streak. And as much as I feel like the international title has like lost its luster since that banger of a match, I don't see them taking it off of Roderick Strong just yet. He's got too many people who's got his back. He's got the Undisputed Kingdom there with him and everything. I think this is Roderick Strong's match to win. And then we'll see where Kyle O'Reilly goes next. Put O'Reilly on fucking Dynamite, please, because he's a wrestler I really want to watch, and I can't tune in on Saturdays just to watch O'Reilly. So get him over on Dynamite.
If he loses too, like it kind of takes the steam away from this feud and what they got going on, especially with Adam Cole gone. So like I think he has to win this to drag this out a little bit. I think.
Yeah, Noob says it very well. I think it's pretty simple. Is Roderick Strong is winning? Kyle O'Reilly needs to grind more. We need to see him on TV more.
Yes.
The fans, although the fans are very familiar with O'Reilly and have missed him, we need to see him as a presence. You know, we need a good character to wash. Although it's been a while, the bad taste of Cool Kyle out of our mouth that he had going on in NXT. Yeah. Although I really would like a wink and a nod of him to have some interaction with Orange Cassidy, and just to acknowledge it a little bit, but that's just me.
And that match would be a banger as well.
Yeah, it would be really good. All right, the co-main event. Toni Storm taking on Thunder Rosa for the AEW Women's Championship. This match, I hope, RN, I genuinely hope that this reignites a fandom in Thunder Rosa, and she can reclaim some of that pun very much intended thunder that has been lost over time, because there was a time when Thunder Rosa was like the biggest women's talent in AEW.
Yeah.
Like she was a fucking star.
Not just AEW, like the world.
Yeah.
And I stand on that. Like after that match with Britt Baker, like there was nobody, you could not tell me she wasn't a hotter and like more over woman than anybody in WWE.
Yeah. Yeah. So with that being said, I'm going with Thunder Rosa for the win. I know.
I was going to Toni Storm regardless. So
yeah, I know it's crazy, but I think Thunder Rosa. Oh, make him a tag team. Call him Thunderstorm. Right. Yeah, dude. No, I'm gonna go with once again going with my heart, because everything in my brain says like, fuck no, Toni Storm's gonna win this. But they're gonna take a chance. They're gonna take a chance. They're gonna get like Thunder Rosa that belt, and then
I would never argue it or be like it's a bad decision, but I just think that I don't think anybody's on Toni Storm's level right now.
No, you're maybe close second is Deonna Purrazzo. They were doing pretty good building that feud up. It got a little muddy in there, but Deonna Purrazzo was. I got pretty excited with her as a contender. I'm not gonna lie.
I love her. She's one of my favorite women's wrestlers. But again, she's another one too that her mic work isn't what makes her great. So I think that was a lot of that. She had too much time on the mic, and I think that's what kind of muddied some of the stuff too. But no, I think Toni Storm's gonna win for sure.
Noob says Toni Storm is winning, and we can have Mariah May to turn on Toni, because I'm not the only one who is getting tired of this weird love triangle story with Toni, Mariah, and Mina. Hey, Noob, thank you for feeding us Mina's name, because I wanted to mention her, but I had completely forgotten her name, and I didn't think RN would know. So
no, you know I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it is weird, man. It is weird. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like Tony Khan, as much as we love the guy, more and more seems like he's falling into some of Vince McMahon's tropes, which I think is pretty hilarious. Because if Tony Khan is only like 3 years away from like becoming exactly what he sought out to destroy, whatever he created AEW. But yeah, like one of those weird things is like them like the women kissing each other. I to this day I'm waiting for someone to explain to me like why they had to like do that. I'm not mad. I don't understand like what's going on
Either
there.
die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the
Become a
villain.
right? You were the chosen one. You were supposed to. What was it? You're supposed to destroy them, not join them, or something like that.
You're supposed to destroy the Sith, not become them.
Yeah, it was fucking dude. Tony Khan. He very well might. All right, who knows? All right, last up, main event time. Samoa Joe taking on Swerve Strickland for the AEW World Championship. This has been a pretty good feud. The story built around Swerve, just as a man who will never die. He keeps getting knocked down, keeps getting back up. Samoa Joe references that he calls him things like he's a punching bag and a choke artist. And Swerve has been just like attacking Joe at every turn he can get, like a thorn in his side. Our end. Who you got?
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe.
I already said it. I told you I don't think Swerve's gonna win it till fucking the end of the year or the Wembley show. I'm sticking with that. That was my prediction on our New Year's show, and I'm sticking with it. I just don't see it. Like, I don't have any confidence in that.
Oh man, I am going with Swerve Strickland, AEW's first black champion. Thank you. It's gonna happen. I think mainly because it's pretty fucked up if you keep calling him a choke artist and then he loses. You'd only be reinforcing this negative look on the guy.
You keep bringing up logic with AEW, and when has that ever worked with
Look,
you?
man, I gotta be right at some point, okay? Listen, a broken clock is still right twice a day.
Listen,
guys.
nobody's a bigger Swerve fan than me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, trust me, I want this. I pray for this. I've wanted this more than anything, but I don't see it. Like, and not even like, I'm not even gonna pull the race card or any of that shit. I just think that AEW, how they're set up and how they do things, like, they don't pull the trigger when they should. Swerve should have already been the world champ. I think he should have been the world champ before Samoa Joe. But like I said, I'm calling it. I think it's going to be Swerve versus Ospreay at Wembley. That's what I think.
Yeah, man. Noob is going with me. Yeah, Noob. That's what I'm talking about, bro. He says Swerve Strickland, AEW's first black champion, even though Jade Cargill counts. First black world champion. And
Yeah,
Jade was a
world champ.
Yeah. She was a TBS champion. She was a network champ.
The hose champ.
Yeah, the hose champ. But yeah, man. Yeah, no, I got Swerve, man. I think you're right, though. I think you get Swerve and Ospreay at Wembley. You put the world title on the line, and that way, no matter who wins, that crowd's gonna fucking cheer. Like, no matter what, that crowd goes home happy with whoever wins that match.
Right, and I'd be okay with them doing it now and then building up to that at Wembley. Swerve be the champion, then Ospreay take it in Wembley.
Yeah,
I think that's the perfect way for everything. Like, you have to go that route. I just don't know if they're smart enough to figure that out on their own.
We'll have to wait and see, man. I mean, we're gonna have it's gonna be a good show Sunday. We're gonna see what AEW does. I got faith that they're gonna do some really good stuff, and I got faith that they're gonna probably do some shit that we don't like. But I think overall we'll walk away another satisfying pay-per-view.
Yeah. The only thing that AEW does right is pay-per-views. That's the only thing that they do right. I mean, I cannot remember a bad. I can't remember a bad AEW pay-per-view, honestly.
They do. Hey, look, they do like hardcore / like no DQ matches, like really fun. I'll say. They do car crashes matches really good.
That's what I said. I can't think of any pay-per-views that are bad.
Yeah.
Not one.
No, not yeah. I see what
they
you're
have
saying.
bad moments sometimes, but overall,
their worst pay-per-view was still a good pay-per-view.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's
they
kind of
do
like
anything less than a B.
It's kind of like how NXT takeovers were when they first came out.
Exactly.
You had to have like 20 of them before they had one that wasn't like pay-per-view of the year. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's because most of the guys got called up.
That's pretty much it, dude.
Yeah.
They ran out of people. They ran out of indie stars. Is what was happening. But yeah, man, that's our predictions for AEW's Collision this Sunday. Let us know what you think in the comments. Reach out to us over on Twitter at SmackDrawPod, or you can hit us up on Facebook and various other social media platforms. Oh my God, RN, I have got to get out of here. I did a photo shoot yesterday, and I had to like photo shoot a rucking class, and I didn't know what a rucking class was till I got out there, and it turns out it's like a bunch of women hiking with like weighted vests and medicine balls and stuff. And me just carrying a camera, you'd think like, I'm just being a pussy. And to some degree, you're right. But like I had to like trail behind them, snapping photos, and then I'd have to like sprint ahead of them and like get more pictures and like circling around. And it was like way more exercise than I was anticipating, and it fucking got me sick. What about how's Route 4 Kennels going for you?
We're doing good, man. Got a couple litters on the ground now. We got a bully litter on the ground and a Frenchie litter on the ground. So reach out if you know somebody looking. Hey, if you're friends of mine on Facebook or Instagram, share my fucking post, please. Thank you.
I know Jess has been looking for a little mini dog. Like she has got like mini dog fever right now.
I might have some toy poodles. I'll message you later.
Okay. Yeah, definitely get up with me. I'm trying to figure something out where I don't like put us in debt. But anyways, yeah, man. Route 4 Kennels, you guys hit up RN. Fantastic dog breeds. Not only RN, do you breed dogs? You do it properly. Is the thing, is you do the research on your dogs. You know how to take care of them. You guys, it's good. It's good. Sorry, I just got a notification from Jess. I think she might be watching this. She's like, what are you trying to get me a dog for? But yeah, lastly, before we go, my brain's all over the place. I fucking hate being sick. Before we go, you guys, we say it on every show. Maybe sometimes we devote 30 seconds to it. Sometimes we might devote 10 minutes about talking about it. Mm-hmm. But RN and I are both recovering alcoholics. We've both battled with mental health issues, grieving issues, things like that. We understand the pain and danger that comes when you're suffering in silence. And one thing that we've always vocalized is if you do find yourself spiraling out of control in addiction and mental health issues, please reach out to those around you. It's so dangerous to suffer in silence. And the first step of recovery is just admitting you got a problem and just admitting that you might need some help. So please reach out, talk to somebody, fucking talk to us. Okay.
We're there.
Absolutely.
Get over your own ego. That's the main thing. Like, you guys know me if you watch me. I'm pretty fucking overconfident, fat, bald dude. But once you got to get over yourself and realize that sometimes it's okay, especially as men and especially as a black man myself. Like, I love pointing out and advocating. I'm in therapy. I'm on meds. I'm constantly working on me every day. You're not alone. Reach out. We got you.
Absolutely. Yeah. We need to break the stigma that men can't talk. And this isn't just like a men's health thing. This applies to women as well. Yeah.
Everything. Yeah.
So, but yeah, please reach out, get help, and talk to us. But thank you guys for joining us. Make sure to tune in next week. I think we're going to have Timothy, Thomas. Is it Thomas?
Thurman.
Thurman. Thaddeus. He's going to join us.
That's actually Adam's other son's name.
Yeah, we'll talk about how the show turned out, man. Until next time, y'all have a good one.
See y'all next week.
Thank you.